So we're going to allow him to get his little wiggles out first. So this will, you know, the overexcitement should dissipate a little bit as he just fresh out the kennel. So they're always going to be a little bit more stoked. So we're going to let this dissipate a little bit, and then we're going to just start walking. All right. And we're going to kind of show you a little bit of, you know, what to expect from him. If I were to just go straight into the walk, he'd obviously be pulling me all over the place. So I'm just going to start going this way now. Okay, now we're going to get into getting him to follow into a little bit more of a follower state of mind. Now, I'm not utilizing any tools here or anything. I'm actually just utilizing this long line, and he's just on his flat buckle. And so now I'm just going to start doing directional changes every single time he becomes disconnected with me. Good boy. Now, what this does is it kind of shows the dog what you expect from them and what you want from them without having to just slap on tools. So I compare that to punching a stranger in the arm. If I just put a prong collar or e-collar on him right away, day one, right when we start to get to know each other, it's almost like I'm coming in and I'm just punching him in the shoulder for doing something that I don't want him to do. I kind of believe in earning the right to correct a dog. And what I mean by that is, oh, good boy. What I mean by earning the right to correct a dog is really kind of showing the dog what I expect from them before I decide I want to start slamming on corrections. All right, because you're much more likely to listen to somebody after you've sort of established some trust and a little bit of a relationship with. He's much less likely to listen to me or to respect me if I just come in heavy right away. So we're going to show him what we expect from him. We're going to help him out a little bit by getting him into a little bit more of a follower state of mind first without having to use a prong collar or an e-collar. It's as simple as having an answer for every single time he becomes disconnected to me. He passes me. A little bit of a directional change, a little bit of leash pressure release here, and then boom, we're going this way. So it's kind of a healthy way to get a dog into, again, a follower state of mind, as opposed to a leader, like he's trying to dictate everything, right? Well, if he tries to dictate, you're like, whoa, I'm just gonna have an answer for that. Nope. And it could take a second. We've been out here for just a couple of minutes. Now go ahead and back up. Back up. So what I'm gonna do after so many directional changes, I'm gonna walk a couple of feet and kind of see if he's starting to catch on a little bit. Good. What, I got 5 feet with where I wanted him to be? Beautiful. Do it again. And we do have a competing motivator involved here too, which my cameraman, Mr. Jose, he is the competing motivator here. Every time he sees Jose, he tries to go towards him. But again, we're going to have an answer for that. So once we teach him the language of the leash here, leash pressure, pressure release, and the fact that he doesn't really have a choice. He's a good boy. He's going to follow me. Good boy. Now, I feel like if you can't get a dog to walk like a gentleman or lady without a prong collar straight away, I would question your ability. Because as you can see here, we've already gotten him to a space where the walk is relatively manageable. And give me another couple of minutes, and it's going to be on point. Absolutely no correction collar needed. Now, that's not to say I'm not going to use them, because I certainly am. There's going to come a point where I do put pressure on him for passing me or for becoming distracted by something. But that's going to come later, after I've taught him where he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like building him up to that point. I have an expectation of him because I've shown him what I want from him. Now he's going to just choose to do what I don't want him to do. So if you deliberately make a bad choice, knowing we've gone through this, knowing what I expect of you, well, now I feel like I could implement some punishment without having to feel too bad about it. And that's, my friends, what I call clear communication. Now look at us. Now look at us. Huh? Yeah. One more time. Good. So I'm getting him to follow the leash pressure. That's all this is. He's gonna become less and less defiant because he understands that there's no negotiating. He's going to follow me. And did you see me lay on a single correction this whole 5-minute video? Come on. Not a single one. Just teaching him to follow the pressure. Good boy. Literally been 7 minutes since we've been out here. Right? How long does it say we've been doing this?
6 minutes.
Thank you. Boom, now he's starting to look for it on his own. I don't know if you saw that. Nice and pleasant that is. Come on. So if you need a prong collar or an e-collar right away, Claire, you ain't got no game. Cut.